Hey, hey, hey! Oral here, and today I want to share some truth with you about the one key mindset shift that you need to make. I'm talking about the key mindset shift you need to make, and one manifestation secret that is going to blow your mind away. And the reason that I am giving this information to you is because there is so much complicated information out there. And manifestation should not be difficult. In fact, you are not suck at manifesting. You have simply have been making manifesting way too complicated and ignore two big factors. Those are your mindset, okay? And the fact that the law of attraction is always in motion. So I know you've been taught in the fact for you to manifest, you have to religiously practice the law of attraction. Okay, meaning you're going to focus on it, you're going to be positive all the time, and I call bullshit. And the reason why I call bullshit it is because the law of attraction is not something you use when you want something. It is something that is always working, regardless of you being aware that you are creating or not creating. Okay. Secondly, I want you to think that manifestation is easy as 1, 2, 3. You have to understand the power and simplicity of this shift so you can get manifestation to work for you. We all deserve of massive abundance. In fact, prosperity is your birthright, and abundance is the essence that you are born with. So it is your natural flow to have everything that your heart desire, even though you've been told otherwise by society programming. Fair warning, what I am about to share with you completely works when you implement it. Okay? So, this is what's going to happen today. And I want you, as we go forward in this short training, that you keep this one truth in mind. Unlocking your abundance starts with the decision of, I no longer settle for lack. And this is the reason why you need to put that inside your mind. Because the reason that you don't have the things that you want, it is somewhere, somehow inside your mind, you make it okay for you not to have what you want. Maybe it's a programming, maybe it's a belief. Who knows? Where do you find it? It's comfortable for you to not have what you want. So I want you to make that decision right here, right now. Say it with me. I no longer settle for lack. Say that with me. Say it again until you believe it. I no longer settle for lack. I no longer settle for lack. Are you ready? Let's get started. Okay. So, this is what you are going to discover today. Okay, you can create the life you desire, and it doesn't have to take 20 million steps. I keep things easy for people so you don't have any excuses. And I never want you to have any excuse when it comes to having the things that your heart desires. So, you are going to learn and understand the one simple shift. If you make it, you can create an abundant life. What you need to do to manifest abundance fast, which universal laws that help expedite your manifestation so you don't have to doubt yourself. Okay. The secret formula to manifest with ease, speed, and grace. And finally, if you are interested, how to work with me. Okay, so let's keep it moving. You are doing great. Get yourself some pen and paper because what I am about to enlighten you with is not what you've been told out there, is not what everyone else is teaching. I tend to go the unpopular way because it works. So, the big problem, you intentionally or unintentionally create the lack, even if you are aware or not. Okay. And I am going to prove this to you. It is a simple process. that we all do it. We want something, we don't want it. We want it, we don't want it. And we can't make up our mind. That creates a big conflict to the universe. Yes, God is universal intelligence. God is ultimate intelligence. But you can't be confusing God. Okay? So let me prove it to you. In 2015, November 2015 to be exact, I walk outside of my apartment door. There it was, that big piece of paper. You have 72 hours to leave, or we'll be starting eviction. It was a Monday. I walk back inside. Of course, I'm startled. I can't go for my run. I get back inside. I find me 3 boxes. And I'm thinking, what can't fit in my 2012 Ford Focus? If you are familiar with a Ford Focus, it's a two-door car, and I don't really have space. For the box to fit, I have to put them in the back seat. So I start to understand what is happening. And by the way, my mom was on the verge of dying. To put the icing on the cake, 15 minutes into picking and choosing the things that I can go with and leave everything else inside the house, the unthinkable happened. My husband called me and said, "It's all over." And the calm person that I am, and I said, I don't talk in slang. And seriously, I don't understand what is all over. And he broke down and said, "Honey, I am sorry, your mom." And I said, "Okay, again, my mom is sick. Don't talk to me in slang. Don't talk to me in parables. Just give it to me straight." Because now I start to get mad. And I'm like, "Damn it, give it to me straight." And it's like, "You still don't get it." And I'm like, "No, I don't get it." And it said, "Okay, how can I say that?" And I said, "Wait a second, did she die?" And he put me on the phone, and my mom is saying her last words to me, which I could barely hear. All I could hear was, "Oh, oh, 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 I can't take it no more." So at that point, I started to cry. And I kept saying, "Mom, I love you. Mom, I love you. Don't do this to me. I can't take this. Don't do this to me. I only have $47. Don't do this to me." So, the long story short, she took her last breath in my ears. And now, three things come across my mind. Fuck, what am I going to do? And second, I'm a homeless. Third, where the fuck am I gonna get money right now? I sold my business in 2014 just so I could find money to pay for treatment for my mom. Okay, I got nothing. I'm $300,000 in debt. Okay, then the unthinkable happened. Something whispers in my ears, "Fall on your knees and say this." I fall on my knees, and you're going to learn exactly what I said further down the road. And I said it. And the next thing I said, "God, you never let me down before. Today is not the time to start." And when I say that, I gathered some strength. I finished packing up the boxes. I put them inside my car, barely fitting, two in the back seat and one in the trunk. And as I was driving down the road, and I never forget, I was on 48th Street Southwest, and I was just in front of a State Farm building. Coincidentally, State Farm was my car insurance, and they called me. They say, "Miss Julian, we've been looking for you." And I'm like, "Okay, I know. Did my payment then go through?" They say, "No, we got your payment. But what we want to tell you, a year ago, you had an accident. You didn't sue the people, but we did because they were at fault. We want to give you a settlement check." And to keep my calm, I said, okay, my settlement check. Great. How much is it? $7,895. Where do you want us to send it? Is your address still the same? And I say, oh, funny. I just moved and I'm leaving the state and I was about to call you. But if it's no problem, I can come get it or you can wire it to my bank. They said, well, you don't have to come. Give us your bank information. The second step, I called the bank and I said, okay, State Farm is depositing this. This is a settlement. And the thing is, I can't wait 72 hours because my mom just passed. I need some money to go to Haiti now. And luckily, it was the regional manager. She said, no problem. We got you. We can disburse $7,000 at once, but we can make available $3,000 or $4,000 for you right away so you can book your ticket and do the things that you want. And in 72 hours, the rest will be available. And wherever you are, you can access your account. Again, God's works, right? So fast forward to 2016. Me and my husband came back home. I got pregnant and things got terrible. This is exactly what I created. It takes me a while to understand that I created it, right? I couldn't get along with my husband at this point because I was grieving, deeply grieving, and he didn't understand the fact that it was my mother and I can't just snap out of it. I couldn't stop crying and I couldn't stop being mean. No one understood the fact that my mother just passed and I need time to grieve. So I end up getting a job that paid me $11 an hour so I could make ends meet. I'm pregnant, then I get on bed rest, okay, quote unquote bed rest. I can't do anything. I end up finding an insurance job that say if you are able to work from home, you have a quiet space, we okay with you. I took that job too. When I was giving birth, I have $1,600 that lasts me 6 months. Okay. So I get on week. My paycheck was too old. I couldn't apply for food stamp. Okay. I am $300,000 in debt. At that point, my car is repossessed. I can't afford an apartment on my own. So I had to sublease a room. The room was dusty, musty. It doesn't matter how many fan you have in it. It was just disgusting. I had a 2-inch mattress that me and my son stay in. At that point, my husband said, I'm not leaving this way. Okay, I'm leaving. And I said, well, good luck. Leave. I decided I'm going to start my business. For 18 months, I didn't make a penny. I couldn't get myself to tell people this is how much I paid. And I was giving massive result. Everybody was just like expending and doing it, making money. Somehow I couldn't, right? And funny things, I have 3 college degrees. I have a bachelor's, okay, well, a master and an associate. Okay, I have an MBA and I couldn't get a job. My husband called me worthless. My father called me a scam. Okay, my father told me that I was a disgust to the family. I had no income. And when the baby, again, 4 weeks old, he said, I can't do this anymore. I can't stay here with you because it's never going to get better. And I was asking myself, why all these things are happening to me? And this is the reason why those things were happening to me. I could not understand that when I lost my business, I lost my identity. So the identity that I created when I lost my business was I'm worthless, I'm a scam, and most definitely I don't deserve to be happy, not deserve to have anything because God has blessed me and I ruined it. So I intentionally, okay, create those things and unintentionally in my subconscious mind living this reality because I feel unworthy and undeserving. Okay. What I want you to understand, wherever your intention goes, your emotion will follow and manifestation happen, whether it is something that you want or something that you don't want, You need to be mindful of what is the intention I am creating all the time. It is something that is rather difficult at first because society tells you once one problem comes in, it's going to keep spiraling down from that point on. And your mind does the same thing to you because if one thing goes out, it didn't go your way, then now your ego step into place and like, holy shit, this is what happening. Then that's going to happen next. That's going to happen next. And then bullshit after bullshit keep happening, right? That's just the way it goes because you don't quite understand yet how much control that you have over your mind, how powerful your mind is when combining with your heart, that you can create magic. So the shift that you need to make and shifting your paradigm is understanding and know wholeheartedly if you can create what you don't want, you can sure intentionally create what you do want. And don't go anywhere. This web class is not over yet. I am going to share with you how some of my clients make that shift and literally change their entire lives. Are you ready in that moment to break open, to unlock your birthright of abundance with intended intention? I want you to give yourself a yes. And if you don't give yourself a yes right now, you can just close this, get out. It's not going to serve you any purpose. But if you are ready to just have the that glimmer of hope and know that damn, I've been doing this whole manifesting thing wrong long enough, and I want now to just make it in a way that feels good for me, that is simple enough, and that I can understand, that I know that I can trust myself to do it and do it right. And I don't have to completely keep telling myself, am I doing this thing right? Then you're in the right place. Stick around. Okay. So, why do you need to be intentional to manifest your desires? Okay. And now I'm going to give you a millionaire mindset secret, and I'm going to give you guru's secrets so you can understand when you set intention on a subconscious level, okay, it helps you reprogram your mind to do what you want on a cue. Intention help you surrender. You see how you have those resistance when you want something and all of a sudden you have those doubt creeping in, and it's like, oh, things like that don't happen to people like me. Intention erase those things. He helps you get back to your willpower, and he helps you call in divine help without asking, right? Intention help you dismiss your ego. If you don't get anything from this, understand this. Your ego, okay, your ego mind is the problem with everything that you do. Your lack of faith, your lack of money, your lack of love, your lack of pleasure, all is your ego. Why? Because your ego is not used to those things. Therefore, when you go to get it, your ego will say something like this: you tried that before. You failed. It didn't it now. So now you think you can do this without me? I don't think so. You need to stay safe. In your mind, your conscious mind, that is a creature of habit. It doesn't really want to do anything it's not used to unless you force it to do it. Unless you say, dude, you're gonna do that. Okay? The questions asked, this is what you're going to do. Right? So intention break down the ego and help you to operate into your higher self. Your higher self is your God self. That's when you can use your discernment to co-create at will. Okay? So let's talk about how using intention for Annie. Okay. Annie, she's one of my clients that suffered with poverty mindset. Poverty mindset, if you don't understand, is when you keep attracting lack into your life and you don't understand why you keep creating the same thing over and over again. Why you have to work two jobs, never seen your kids, why that you're so resentful of the people in your life, why you think it's their fault, not your fault. Why is it that they have this and you don't have it? That's poverty consciousness. It's always like, why can't I have the things that I want? And then you're completely jealous and you think it's everybody else's fault. That's why you don't have it, right? So in one session, this is what we were able to do. We built a roadmap for her. We give her a roadmap of how she's going to learn to build faith, forgive herself, forgive the people, release resentment, and how she's going to step into her abundance mindset, okay, by honoring the gift God has given to her, okay. And we do one session, and that one session, her first session, she was able to discover exactly where she went wrong and what she was doing wrong, where her mind kept leading her, where she kept creating the same thing on a loop. And then this is what happened. In about 4 weeks working together, she stopped hustling. She stopped working endless jobs and jobs that she hates. She definitely started a home-based business. She's a spiritual healer. She called herself a dark healer. And clients start coming in. She become a magnet for the things that she wants. And we do that by setting up intentions. Okay? So now we have to understand those things when they happen. We have to know our parts. That's what she discovered. When she made the shift, she know that she was unintentionally creating those things, and she focused into how she can intentionally create better for herself. Her life changed. Okay. And I want you to know that second truth. Abundance and money has nothing to do with having or not having a job. It is a consciousness, okay? Abundance and prosperity is God consciousness. It's you understanding that you are fully provided for, you are fully safe in every aspect of it. Whatever you ask for, it is done. So now let me tell you about my client, Melissa. Melissa, she's a mother of two. She was pregnant, slaving, two full-time job, working overtime. Okay, now, when we start working together, and this is how I always go. In the first session, we mapped out, okay, this is where the problem is. We're going to focus on fixing the problem that is happening, and we're going to refocus our intention, and we're going to connect our financial goals with our soul so we can tap into our abundance and unlock the gate so it can flow endlessly. So, after 4 weeks, okay, she quit her soul sucking jobs, find 2 days that she likes to work, okay, starts her own spiritual based business. She's a spiritual life coach. She works solely with the heart. So, yes, if that is possible for her, imagine when you switch your intention from creating what you want, what can happen for you. The difference, what difference you think that will make for you if you were able to manifest at will and trust that you are well taken care of? Take a moment here and ask yourself, what difference will it make for me if I were able to manifest what I do want and know wholeheartedly that I am fully taken care of? Okay. So now I want you to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, because now we're getting into telling you the secret to manifesting with intention. And you're going to get to learn the exact sentence that got me to get 7,000 plus dollars to go bury my mom. So we have to understand one thing only. Remain open and know that everything that you want, it's already provided for. It is being done. You just have to make the shift and understand how to address God to get the things that your heart desires. Okay. So, what exactly is intention in terms of manifestation? When it comes to manifestation, intention is co creating with the universe, it's actively co creating with the universe. Okay. So, now we're getting deep. All right. Why is creating intention is relevant for manifestation? I want you to have this in your mind and open your mind, tap over your head right here, right now. Take a breath and tap so this information can stay with you. Okay? When you are thinking without creation in mind, that is the quickest way to manifest everything you do not want. I'm going to repeat this for you. When you are thinking without creation in mind, that is the quickest way to manifest everything you do not want, i.e., all the things that could go wrong. Secondly, all the things that you do not have or do not want. Okay? And lastly, all the things that scare the fuck out of you, and you're going to be stressed and obsessive, controlling when is it going to happen, why isn't it happening yet, that whole manifestation shit is blah, right? So I want you to again take that breath, pat the top of your head, and open your crown center to receive this information and to receive that you are worthy of having the things that you want, and luxury is your birthright. It's just a common commodity. Okay? So let's keep on going. Okay? When you set intention, you leave no one for mistake from the universe. And I want you to know this other truth, okay? The universe is magical, but you are the magician. Again, I'm going to repeat that. The universe is magical, you are the magician. Your magician is the word that you spoke. And intention do that other things where it helps you not cancel out your manifestation. Okay? So when you set intention, you leave no room for mistake. You get what you ask for or better. And the reason why you have to understand this, when you are manifesting something, you only can get the things that you are a vibrational match for. Meaning, okay, this is what that means. Meaning, if I want a car, okay, and I'm thinking a bicycle, I'm a match for a bicycle. I'm going to get a bike, not a car, right? So, the next part is this. Oh, I have to lift me up just a little bit. Intention directs universal energy to your demand, which amplify your vibration. Okay. When you are manifesting, it doesn't mean that you can't get mad. It doesn't mean that you have to always stay positive all the time. It means that you need to have a focused intention and allow yourself at some point to let it go and let God work. And of course, I love giving you free stuff. I'm going to give you a whole video series after you receive this one on what is keeping you worrying about your manifestation. And I'm going to give you 9 videos and a PDF that explain to you step by step all the spiritual practice that if you at least practice one of them, you should always see great result in amplifying and accumulating your manifestation. So, clear intention is the magic antidote that tells the universe it is a demand. Okay. This is what I see my client do. I've been trying to manifest all the time. And when I say, is it out of fear? No. And I say to me the way that you say it. Oh, I say, God, please give me this. Fear. You don't need to say please to God. The kingdom is yours. You are a child of God. His God is the most high. His God is the most intelligent. His God is the king. Therefore, if you are a woman, you are a princess. If you are a man, you are a prince. The kingdom is yours. You come with servants that is there to worship everything that you do and help you at will. You just have to say, I need this, okay? This is required, then it should come to you because you are a daughter of a king. No, I'm not religious. I am a mystic. And my religion is love. And if you come with loving intention, the kingdom shall open. Right? So when you are in doubt, you are in fear, you wishy-washy, meaning I wanted this moment, I don't want it the next moment, and you are in that mindset, oh, if God give me this, then God don't have to give me that. No, you can have it all. You don't have to pick and choose, right? Intention is just action. That's what you have to understand. I say this, then I'm going to take the action of sticking with this. This is exactly what I want, right? So let's move forward. Okay. If you are having fun, like just say fun to yourself right here, because I know that you can't see me, but reply. Tell me how much fun that is. That tell me how much you get out of this, and tell me how you are enjoying it. I'm going to make sure this doesn't go for 1 hour, but who knows? Because when I'm teaching, I tend to keep going. You also have to know this other truth. It is not that you are incapable of accessing your abundance. It is that you lack faith in your imagination. Okay. I don't know how many times my client tell me, "Oh, I try to visualize, but it's not working." I always laugh, and I say, "Well, explain to me how you visualize." Oh, I try not to let anything else slide into the frame. So if I want a car, I just see the car. And I said, okay, then that's wrong. If you want the car and you are creating the car, you just see a car. You don't know how the steering wheel looks like. You don't know how the interior look like. You don't know anything else about the car other than it have four wheels. Then good luck getting that car. Do you know how the car smell? No. Do you know how the car make you feel? No. I just want a doggone car. Then you can't have a doggone car because you lack imagination. Your imagination is God stepping in inside of you and say, baby, let's go create. Baby, let's make it happen. Because there is a supply for every demand. All God is asking you to be is be childlike and understand you are my child. And have some freaking fun. Right? Have some fun. And I'm going to explain to you later how I create my business. Now, when people look at me, because I'm a mom, luckily today I'm not in my mommy uniform, but I barely wear makeup. So there you have it. Like, how is it that she create her business, she's successful, and how is it she stay humble, and how is it things keep coming to her? It's because I don't like imagination. Okay? I have a lot of faith and I don't like imagination. I want you now to get clear on what you want and going to create it right now. Set clear intention. What it is that you want, because that's the only thing that's going to give it to you at the speed of light. Ready? Let's go. This is how you're going to set clear intention. I want you to understand again, we talked about this. There is fear based intention and there is clear intention. Fear based intention sounds something like this: I need to make 100K per month in my business. That is why I'm doing this. This intention, like direction. God be looking at you like, oh, you need? You can't need something that's already available. You understand? You cannot need nor want something that is already available. This is where people get their manifestation crushed. They are in need and in want. When you are in need, you are in want. You are going to keep creating the need and the want for that thing you want and need. You cannot need something that's already available to you. You cannot want something that already available to you, but you can have it. Okay? This is golden. Again, listen to that. And I'm going to come really close so you can see me. I'm going to take all the frame and you're going to see my pimple. You can't need nor want something that is already available to you, but you can have it because it's already available. Okay? So let's keep the energy and flow going. Clear intention have few ingredients, and I'm going to give you the exact formula that gave me that 7,000 plus to go bury my mom and seriously come back with $70 in my pocket and got good or what. Okay, so clear intention demonstrate that I am sure of what I'm asking. I know it's already available to me and I know I can have it. Okay. So clear intention has a few ingredients that make a powerful demand that the universe cannot ignore. The universe cannot ignore it because you coming from a place of having it. It is like clear goal on steroids. Like, have you ever hear people say, "Well, you need to set clear goals"? They talking about your intention, right, behind that goal. So it have to be vision focused, concise, achievable, time bound. And when I say time bound, I'm not talking the ticking clock that say one, it's 1 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock. I'm talking about divine timing. And divine timing is now. Okay? So, now, okay, those are a few things I want you to know before we start setting intention. And this is why you need to know these things. Because the law of attraction is not the only law that helps you manifest, right? There are a plethora of laws that come together that make the law of attraction strong enough to pull things out of the universe like a magnet on your body to bring things to you. Okay. First principle, there's no such a thing as getting something for nothing. If you are going to get something, be prepared to give something. And I'm not talking about, okay, you making a sacrifice. What that means is, if I ask God for this thing, how is this thing going to benefit me and benefit others? You cannot, you must not, okay, definitely not. I don't know how else to say that. Think that, okay, this thing just going to serve me and then that's it. It doesn't work that way because of the law of one. So there is no such a thing of getting something for nothing. The second principle is the law of giving and receiving is also in full action when you are manifesting. If you are going to get, receive, so therefore you are going to give. And you're going to see when it plays out when we have the intention formula in front of us. Okay? To receive, you must give. And the law of cause and effect, like I like to call it, karma, is on full force. And lastly, you need to take action. You can't just say, I am going to manifest and then expect it to just show up. You need to follow divine guidance. Okay? Divine guidance is the intuitive note that you receive after you ask for something. You have to act on those. If you don't act on those, then you ruining your manifestation. You literally saying, I am canceling what I asked for. Okay? So let's keep it moving. We're on fire. Now, to unlock your abundance, to experience God within you daily and live a miraculous life, you need to be ready to learn this secret formula. This, when I learned this, it's not new. Okay, it's not new. It's not something that I invented. It's something that always been there, but somehow 99% of guru missed it. Okay, I'm an expert. I'm not a guru. I'm an expert. There's a difference. 99% of guru will miss this because they just do. And they feel like it's not that important. It really doesn't make a difference. But the difference that it make is because I didn't get something for nothing. And I obey the laws of the universe. Now, another tip for you before I ask you the question, are you ready to manifest with ease, speed, and grace? I want you to understand this truth, okay? And no, I didn't write this down. You have to write it down for yourself. This truth is this, okay? Whatever it is that you want to receive, you must be willing to give it. If you want money, you must be willing to give money. If you want love, you must be willing to open your heart and love somebody else. So, when it comes to the law of giving and receiving, the only way the love increase going to show up for you if you go ahead and practice giving and receiving. Okay? So, let's keep it moved in. Okay. Let's get into it. This is the manifested intention formula. Okay. This is exactly what get me from having $47 in my account, my mama dying while I'm talking to her, and me magically manifesting 7,000 plus dollars to go bury my mother. Isn't God good or what? Okay. So this is exactly what I said. Okay. I said to God, my intention is to have $10,000 in my bank account so that I can go bury my mother lavishly, like the queen she is, so I can pay my respect, give her my final love, come back home, and get to work for the good and harmony of all people involved. Right? So the formula is my intention is, but you have to clearly know your intention, clearly understand your intention, clearly believe in your intention. Okay. And then you said for the good and harmony of all people involved, because you're not getting nothing, okay, if you don't give something else. You have to understand if I'm going to get, it has to be to help myself and to help other people too. Because of the law of one, we are all one. If it's going to serve me, it has to serve somebody else. And then you finish it with thank you, and you just release it and allow manifestation to happen. For me, my case is not typical because I happen to have a lot of faith. I have a mountain of faith. Okay, another example. My intention is to serve my community, reach million receptive mind, to engage with my teaching, then teach them how to be prosperous and abundant to earn $100,000 per month to support my successful, luxurious lifestyle for the good and harmony of all people involved. Thank you. My computer is dying. Okay. So, intention. Intention is the first pillar of manifestation and also the second pillar of creating a very successful life. Keep that in mind. The biggest human faux pas is that human believe in human abilities, not God capabilities. How many times you go ask somebody for help before you ask God? Let that sink in. So now let me talk to you about Joe. Joe is a very frustrated dad. And he was going through a very nasty divorce. He was making about $90,000 a year. He was an administrative assistant in a real estate firm. When we start talking and I said, what do you see yourself doing? And he said, I sincerely feel like I am a millionaire, but somehow I can't get to my million. After 6 weeks, quit a job. In 1 year, 3 months, made his first million, now starting his own real estate firm. Again, with just that one shift we talked about. So now who the heck I am? Why am I telling you all these things and I don't tell you any background stories? Like where you know my story, but you don't know what I know. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Oralji Julian. I am a success and prosperity teacher. I help specifically overwork mom and dad align their financial goal with their soul so they can access their God given birthright of prosperity. When your soul is in alignment with you, with God, there's nothing that you can't do. And this is my story, right? After my shit show between 2015 to 2017, late 2018, okay, I took myself to my process, and in 90 days, I was able to move from my subleasing, rent my own apartment, magnetize clients that are willing to pay me a premium, $5,000 or more, manifest being on good term with my baby daddy, and then have my son's father pay for my rent. And today mark 2 years since I paid any rent. And my business, multiple six figure. Jump shot! Don't you see it? This is what I want you to know. You have two choices. You can do nothing and use that knowledge. It will help you, of course. Or you can get on my waiting list for Money Mindset Healing Academy. Hang with me, and every week I'll consistently send you great content to help you with your mindset. Okay? So, what if all this for you today was tell you exactly where you are blocked, help you see where you need to accelerate and loosen things up, so you know will it be worth it for you to wait for this opportunity to work together. Okay? Again, I'm telling you this. I went from broke and completely frustrating. And when I moved, I have 10 days to find a place to live. I make that happen in 8 days. And the rest of it is history. Okay? Again, hang with me. Stay in a place of high vibration where you know exactly that you see this because it is answered prayer, it is synchronicity, it is not a coincidence. Again, Money Mindset Healing Academy is not for everyone. It is specifically for you if you feel like you're done with lack, you're done with the struggle, okay? You finish with the feast and famine, and you definitely want to create more abundance in your life. You want to manifest your prosperity and you want to align so you can quantum leap into your designed prosperity by God. If that is you, stay around with me and I'll see you in my weekly show, Prosperity Live.